Alright guys, today I'm going to be talking about the Profile Z coaster. Just going to do a quick review, first impressions basically, about this hub. First thought I got right when I picked up the box, opened the box up after it came in the mail was, wow, this thing's pretty big. It is a big hub. It's this side, the driver's side, the, whatever you call it, sprocket or whatever, chain wheel side is pretty big. The bearing, it's like a huge oversized bearing. It actually sticks out about a quarter, eighth of an inch. I'll show you that quickly. See, it is pretty big, but for a hub of this quality and whatever, it's gonna be big. What are you gonna do about it? It's still a great hub, even though it's a little larger. I also picked it up and I was like, ooh, it's a little heavy. But those actually are the only cons I could even think of with this hub. It's a great hub. It's very nice looking, sleek, elegant. I'm gonna talk about a little bit how it works, because that's a big question. I didn't even really understand it until I pulled it out of the box and put it on my bike and started riding. So right now, it's actually in free coasting mode. I consider there to be two modes on this hub now, where now it's in free coast mode, makes no noise, goes quiet, tells you that it's ready to free coast. Put it back into cassette mode, you would pedal down, because that's your slack mode. That's your slack right there. You get about 90 degrees slack. But I've been riding a free coaster for a little while, so I'm pretty used to it. And if you haven't been riding a free coaster for a little while, you should probably start getting used to it. And now you can hear it click up, and then you go 90 degrees, and it turns back into coast mode. It's a little weird to get used to. You gotta remember, if you're gonna doing a fakie trick, definitely to just either pedal down over a little bit more like that and go up to get your feet leveled out again. That way you'll know, okay, this is where it works, this is where it's about to free coast. Or if you're pedaling right, you can just go like this, do a quick over rotation, just like that. If you want to get that full crank in, you can go over around like that and just flatten out. That might be easier. I do that a couple times. Sometimes I just go down and come back up. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. You just gotta remember to do that, because the first thing I did when I got this thing on my bike, I just went for a 180. I just wanted to feel how it worked, and I had no idea how it worked. So I went to do it, and I'm still clicking. I'm going like this, do the 180, and I start having to pedal backwards. It scared me a little bit, because I was like, oh no, this is hub defective. But it's just in the way it works. You got to remember to crank up, crank backwards, basically, quarter crank or whatever. But yeah, it's a great hub. It's definitely, if you're an intermediate rider, if you're serious about BMX, it's a great hub to invest in. For the price tag on it, you gotta at least be pretty serious about BMX. Yeah, it's nice all around. I don't know what else to say about it. Give you a little hub sound preview. It's got a nice hub sound. Right when I pulled it out of the box, originally I clicked it. It didn't sound very loud, but if you put it on the spokes and everything, you break it a little bit. It wakes up. It gets kind of loud. Definitely sounds like a Profile would. Hub sound. Bring that closer, you can hear it. Pretty good. Pretty loud. I mean, could be louder, but I would say it's good enough for me. I'm riding a free coaster, so it's just a big change. Actually have that sound going. And one more thing that is very good with this hub is when it's in cassette mode and it's going like cassette, it engages immediately, just like a regular cassette would. I mean, you got like a teeny bit of slack just because my chain's loose right now, but then you just go back and then you gotta remember to get that half slack. But I mean, that's it with this hub. There's nothing more to say about it. It's a great hub. These are my first reviews. I'm sure the more I ride it, I might find something wrong with it, but right now I got nothing to say that's bad, except for it's a little heavy and a little big. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe, rate, like, comment. Rate and like are the same things. I don't know why I just said that. Bye.